When you're picked 18th in the NBA draft, nothing is a sure thing. But when you do get good production from a pick in the second half of the first round within 3 years, there's got to be a good reason why. And Lonnie Walker IV has plenty of evidence from his days playing for Miami to make him one of the best steals of the 2018 draft. What stood out about Walker's game at Miami was unmistakable: his supreme, skywalking athleticism. Listed at 6'4", he played a lot taller, and his teammates need only toss the ball in the general area of the rim on the fast break and let him do the rest. There would be breathtaking displays in the half-court too, as they attack this zone in a 2-1-2 alignment, and on the reversal away from Walker, catch the weak side forward out of position for the yam. He also had a knack for knowing when to cut and exploit the backside of the defense when a teammate drove middle, as he cuts down the baseline for another explosive alley-oop. But he wasn't shy about attacking the front of the rim and just thundering down a jam, as he shortens his last step because the help rotated over, but still blasts off with a quick dunk before the defender could do anything about it. His finishing in transition wasn't limited to just the high-flying slams. His highlights had plenty of evidence of coast-to-coast drives where the defense was helpless to contain such an explosive player off the dribble, and there were times he resembled Michael Jordan with his twisting and turning to avoid defenders and shoot softly on the way down. Then there were the creative, invented-on-the-fly finishes that were displays of sheer talent and athletic ability. Notice how he goes off his right foot but then has to improvise in the air when a defender stayed right with him, somehow hooking this back off the glass and in, which is also an incredibly clutch play that allowed Miami to tie the game with 5 seconds left. Here's another one where he just about assumes the jump man pose in the floater, attacking on the catch to get right in the lane to go out the left foot, drift to his left, but have supreme body control to push it back to his right soft and get the roll plus the and one. Speaking of attacking on the catch, a key skill players must have in today's game is to lift both feet in the air on the catch, split them as they land, and explode on the drive to immediately take advantage of defensive closeouts. He splits with the left foot in front, which dictates the direction he's going to go. And look at the explosiveness into the middle, where he gets another acrobatic double pump shot on the way down to go in plus the foul. Here's another example in the corner, as his feet need only come off the ground 2 inches in order to split, this time with the right foot forward, before he's down the baseline in a blur and just crams the ball through. He continued to blow by defenders on the catch with this method, and with his body control and jumping ability, there wasn't anything the rotating bigs could do. The difference in three-point shooting in college versus the pros is almost 2 feet, and Walker seemed intent on letting scouts know he could shoot it from NBA range. Notice how deep these shots are, and he made over 35% of them and took 5 threes a game, indicating he'd have similar success at the next level. Plus, he certainly didn't look like a freshman when shooting this deep off the dribble, sizing his man up like an assassin before rising up from 4 feet behind the line to drain it. Or just bringing it up early versus Duke, getting just past the logo at half court and pulling for a contested 3 and burying it. And he did it from even deeper against Pittsburgh, coming off a handoff at the bottom of the logo and utilizing good rhythm and power from his strong legs, calmly drops this one through the iron perfectly. But it was his use of the hop on his shots that got me excited. I'm a firm proponent of lifting both feet in the air, then bouncing off the hardwood into a perfectly synced jumper before the defense has a chance to affect the shot. You can see how his bouncy legs got him in the air like a spring, quickly, and up and over the defense for a number of deep shots both on the catch and off the dribble. I believe this is a better way to shoot the basketball versus the 1-2, since the proper rhythm is built in and it's a faster release. And it certainly looked that way for Walker, culminating in this clutch basket to tie the game as the hop got him into the air quicker and over the defender's contest to drop this beauty in the bucket. On the defensive end, he was active and energetic and wasn't shy about making plays, with a particular knack for blocking the opponent's jump shots. You don't normally see too many jumpers blocked, but Walker overwhelmed his more earthbound opponents several times in his lone year in college, and it must have left these shooters shell-shocked. But he was also good at making plays by stunting from one pass away. These are the kind of steals and blocks he gets at the NBA level, as seasoned point guards try to lure the help out of position for an easy pass for a three-pointer, but instead, Walker used his speed and quick hands against them, creating turnovers from this position and converting an action of strength for the offense into a weakness. Looking at some of his other highlights out of the offense, it was clear to me that this guy had something special. He could be a cog in the machine and fulfill his role as a cutter on these backdoor cuts for explosive finishes, but he could also run the pick and roll effectively, check the nice hezzy into one dribble pull-up quick. There were clutch moments where being a freshman didn't seem to matter to him at all, even using the advanced right-left sidestep to his right for an NBA 3, big man in his face, and drops it clean through the hoop for the win. And defensively, he clearly was ready for the next level by making some of his opponents look like high schoolers out there, playing at a faster pace and possessing more movement skills than most players on the floor despite being a pure freshman. With this much promise, it's hard to fathom he would have gone as low as 18th in the first round. But this was a deep draft that has produced a bunch of starters in the league, and it looks like Walker has become a starter as well, confirming everything we saw from him in his 1 year at Miami. Stay tuned every week as I'll spotlight another player from the ACC who's doing great work in the NBA now. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. After all, at B-Ball Breakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. You in?